Oops. Guess who didn't notice the time and was busy checking a thing? Hopefully you can see me, I can see you, and all manner of things shall be well. That's the plan, at least. Let's just go for it, shall we? Come one and all, let us be jolly, drive away all melancholy, for to grieve it is a folly. Oh, when we're met together, let union be in all our hearts. Let all our hearts be joined as one, we'll end the day as we begun, we'll end it all in pleasure. Rack falla rolla roll to relido, rack falla rolla rolla to relido, rack falla rolla rolla to relido. When we're met together, King Solomon in all his glory tells each wife a different story. In our cups we'll disapprove of that behaviour. When we're met together, let union be in all our hearts. Let all our hearts be joined as one, we'll end the day as we begun, we'll end it all in pleasure. Rack falla rolla roll to relido, rack falla rolla rolla to relido, rack falla rolla rolla to relido. When we're met together, eating and drinking, they're so charming, piping and smoking, there's no harm in all these things we'll take delight in. When we're met together, let union be in all our hearts. Let all our hearts be joined as one, we'll end the day as we begun, we'll end it all in pleasure. Rack falla rolla roll to relido, rack falla rolla rolla to relido, rack falla rolla rolla to relido. When we're met together, cease your quarrelling and fighting, evil speaking and backbiting, all these things take no delight in. When we're met together, let union be in all our hearts. Let all our hearts be joined as one, we'll end the day as we begun, we'll end it all in pleasure. Rack falla rolla roll to relido, rack falla rolla rolla to relido, rack falla rolla rolla to relido. When we're met together, grab the bottle as it passes, do not fail to fill your glasses, water drinkers are excellent people. When we're met together, let union be in all our hearts. Let all our hearts be joined as one, we'll end the day as we begun, we'll end it all in pleasure. Rack falla rolla roll to relido, rack falla rolla rolla to relido, rack falla rolla rolla to relido. When we're met together, let union be in all our hearts. Let all our hearts be joined as one, we'll end the day as we begun, we'll end it all in pleasure. Rack falla rolla roll to relido, rack falla rolla rolla to relido, rack falla rolla rolla to relido. When we're met together, when we're met together. Hi Miles, hi Solomon. And Marion, coffee, code word, a volcano on YouTube, and me. What could make for a better Friday evening? I can think of very few things that could make for a better Friday evening than that, Marion. Too early in the colonies for pubbing, yes. Well, as I say, I'm singing this as a teetotaler, so I'm perfectly fine with not being down the pub. I've remembered a new. Well, I say new. I've remembered a song that I've known for ages, but forgot that I sang. So let's give it a go. A roving on a winter's night, a drinking good old wine, just thinking all about that pretty little girl. She stole this heart of mine. mine. She is just like a budded rose that blooms in the month of June. She's like some musical instrument that's just been played in tune. So perhaps it is a trip to a foreign land, some trip to France or Spain. Yet though I go 10,000 miles, I'm coming back again. Tell me who is gonna shoe your pretty little feet. Tell me who is gonna glove your tiny hand, and who is gonna kiss your red ruby lips while I'm in a foreign land. Well, I love you till all the seas run dry and the rocks all melt in the sun. I'll love you till the day I die, though I'll never be your man. A roving on a winter's night, drinking good old wine, just thinking all about that pretty little girl. She stole this heart of mine. There you go, a roving on a winter's night. That I learned, like so many things, from the singing of Peter Bellamy. That's almost one of those things I could have it on a button, you know, learn it from the singing of Peter Bellamy, and it would be, I would use it often enough. So how are we all? Have we had a good week? How's life been for all y'all? I've been having a fun day today. I've decided to get rid of the rump of my magic card collection, you know, Magic the Gathering. About 10-15 years ago, I sold most of the valuable cards from it. And now, looking at the value of them now, I wish I hadn't sold them then. But it's something like 6 cards. I've got 600 quid's worth sold to this retail company. It's not gone through yet. They're doing the count and the pricing today or over the weekend, and hopefully I'll hear back from them and we'll sort it out. But just on the stuff that's on their buy list that I've got, it's 600 quid, which will pay for the reupholstery and repair of an armchair downstairs that I inherited from my grandfather. So I'm very much looking forward to doing that and getting that sorted. So that's good. Hey. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. Feel free to share what you've been up to, if you've been up to anything exciting or indeed boring. Jill's got new handrails. Yes, Jill's got new handrails, and they're brilliant. That means, well, there are several new handrails now. She's got a handrail on the front door that basically means she can get in and out from dialysis without needing my help. And that meant that today I had to go to Leeds, and there was a very good... Oh, and the rotary encoders. I'll tell you more about the rotary encoders. I haven't got the box with them on at the moment, but... the trip to Leeds meant that I wasn't sure I'd be back in time for her getting back from dialysis, although I was. But she can now just get all the way in by herself without needing extra assistance. And we've also now got a handrail up at the very top of the stairs, which was where she tripped and fell last time. So now she can get all the way up to her bedroom. So maybe sometime this weekend she'll get to sleep in her own bed. And the great thing about that is I'll get to read bedtime stories to her. Because usually when we go to bed, I go upstairs to bed because I'm tired. And she stays down here and goes to bed in the sitting room. And we don't have that nice sort of hour or so when I can read a chapter of a book to her. And that's a thing that we've been doing, Christ, since before we got married. Since we've shared a bed. Oh, fantastic. Glad to hear that, Miles. So, yeah, it's going to be nice to get back to that. We don't really share a bed anymore, I'm afraid, because the bed that can fit in the room that she can get into is slightly too small for us to sleep comfortably. But I can read to her, so that's great. And that also means she can get to the bathroom and get her hair done. And that also means that the people doing the adaptations can now go full bore on adapting the bathroom into a no-step shower room. So she can get a proper shower, and that's just going to be awesome. So yes, lots of good things happening there. Rotary encoders, right? Okay, so, oh Lord, one of the sort of fancier gadgets that you can buy that looks very tempting as a nerd who likes to control stuff is a little box of 4x4. Little, basically, twisty knobs. A rotary encoder is a twisty knob, and that twisty knob can be translated into either an absolute position or to just sending up and down messages. And also, usually cheap rotary encoders have a push button aspect as well. So I've got these clicky little rotary encoders and a little Raspberry Pi Pico and a cigar box, and I've taken one of these strip boards, which does not show up terrifically well, and I've mounted my rotary encoders on those. I've mounted 8 of them, and then went down to my dad's, who's got good tools, and drilled holes in the lid of the cigar box it's all being mounted into. And the next trick is going to be to wire it all up, and because lovely as this thing is for wiring things up, you still have to connect from A to B to the pins on the thing. So probably what I'm going to do is I'm not sure if I'm going to use a daughter board or if I'm just going to wire all this. But anyway, that should all be wired up. And then I can write the software that then gives me a combination of 8 buttons and 8 twiddly knobs that I can use to adjust levels or to fart arse about with choosing settings and plug-in settings and things like that, and vary those neatly. And then if that all works very well, and the plan is to do it, it's going to be wireless, and it's going to be, it's got a fuck-off big lithium-ion battery in there as well, so it'll last forever. And if that all works very well, the next trick is to do the same sort of thing, but for a Stompy box. So I'll have sort of 8 switches in a box at my feet that I can then use to, and they'll be really great for starting and stopping loops. So that's the plan. It's all quite good fun, and there's also potentially get an expression pedal as well and link that in, because expression pedals are great for controlling volume, the volume of a selected loop and stuff like that. Yeah. Solomon went to an Irish session mass playing the accordion. Yes, because of course it's very hard to play the tin whistle, which I know is your primary instrument. Very hard to play the tin whistle with a mask on. So yeah, I'm glad to hear you've got another instrument that you can play that you're enjoying playing, and sticking up the case. That's great to hear. 2 new knitting needles. Wow. What else have I done this week? I've started, the other thing I'm doing is I'm trying to declutter a bit. I'm not doing it very well because I'm shit at it. I mean, there's a lovely joke of, I can't remember whose gag it was, but, someone approached her on the street and asked her if you got any spare change. And she said, Rita Rudner asked her if you got any spare change. And she said, I don't know, I haven't finished living my life yet. And I kind of feel that about all those things that are in boxes. I don't know if I've done with it yet, but I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be doing much in the way of card magic again anytime soon. So I've got quite a large collection of magic books, and there's a specialist retailer in Sheffield who will take the list and buy them off me, I hope. And again, some of the thing about magic books is they're often quite small print runs, so they end up being rare books in some sense. So there might be quite a bit of value in those, so I'm looking forward to getting rid of those and just frees up a lot of space. Because the other thing that we need to do is I've got behind the wall that the camera's on against is our spare bedroom, but it's not a spare bedroom, it's a glory hole full of my shit. And what I really need to do is make it less full of my shit so that we can put the single bed that's currently down in the sitting room, upstairs in the spare bed. And that means that Jill's daughter, Iona, will be able to stay over without having to stay in a hotel. And that will be fucking awesome. But every time I think about it, it gets overwhelming. But if I can get rid of the magic books, that frees up a bunch of space for more things, and I can start moving those through, and hopefully once I can get some stuff in that room boxed up, I'll have room to move and thus room to think, and that will be good. So yeah, it's all. Oh God, I hate decluttering. It's absolutely essential. There's no getting away from it. Because you give me a chance, and I live in a shithole. All you see is the backdrop. You don't see the state of my desk, although I posted photographs of my desk, so you have some idea. Journeying through this world of woe, and there's no sickness, toil, no danger in that bright land to which I go. I'm going there to see my Father. I'm going there, no more to roam. I am just going over Jordan. I'm only going over home. I know dark clouds will gather on me. I know my way is rough and steep. Hideous fields lie just before me, where God's redeemed and the Jesus feet. I'm going there to meet my mother. She said you'll meet her when that's home. I am just going over Jordan. I'm only going over home. I want to wear that crown of glory when I come home in that bright light. I want to shout salvation's story in concert with that blood-washed fire. Saviour, to sing his praise forevermore. I am just going over Jordan, I'm only going over. I'm going there to meet my Saviour, to sing his praise forevermore. I am just going over Jordan, I'm only going over. I'm only going Oh, I think that's the best I've made it work. Always satisfying when that happens. I remembered what all the buttons do and pressed them in the right order. Hey, win. Yes, I'm apologising, Miles, for not joining you in the clubhouse. I've been terrible about that lately. Recently, I've kind of been suffering from, I've been a bit overwhelmed. So I really need to get back to that because I really enjoy it. And, you know, it was a great thing to set up and I'm glad that it's still going and other people have taken it on. But I really ought to be back to being more involved with it. So, yeah. That's my plan, anyway. Now Westland winds and slaughtering guns bring autumn's pleasant weather. The moorcock springs on whirring wings among the blooming heather. The waving grain wide o'er the plain delights the weary farmer, and the moon shines bright as I rove at night to muse upon my charmer. The partridge loves the fruitful fells, the plover loves the mountains, the woodcock haunts the lonely dells, the soaring hern the fountains. Through lofty groves the cushat roves, the path of man to shun it. The hazel bush o'erhangs the thrush, the spreading thorn the linnet. Thus every kind their pleasure find, the savage and the tender. Some social join and lives combine, some solitary wander. Avaunt away the cruel sway, tyrannic man's dominion. The sportsman's joy, the murdering cry, the fluttering gory pinion. But Peggy dear, the evening's clear, Swift flies the skimming swallow. The sky is blue, the fields in view, all fading green and yellow. Come, let us stray our gladsome way to view the charms of nature, the waving corn, the fruitful thorn, and every happy creature. We'll gently walk and sweetly talk till the silent moon shines clearly. I'll clasp thy waist and fondly pressed swear how I love thee dearly. Not vernal showers to budding flowers, not autumn to the farmer, so dear can be as thou to me, my fair, my lovely charmer. Not vernal showers to budding flowers, not autumn to the farmer, so dear can be as thou to me, my fair, my lovely charmer. Now, I'm afraid I was fucking about with audio at the moment when I was singing that, and I had the horrible feeling I'd missed a verse because I'm an idiot. Did we do the Sportsman's Joy, the Murdering Cry? And I don't think we did we? Oh, well. Which is kind of embarrassing. Beautiful song. Absolutely murdered. How's it sounding, by the way? Was it worth the fiddling? I think what was happening before was we were getting a little bit of aliasing-y sound, which is not great. And I think I might have rectified that. So if it's sounding cleaner now, or indeed even with the echo, cleaner now, you should have a bit of reverb now, I hope. Is this got... I can't fucking hear it, that's why. What's going on? Dee, dee, dee. Am I looking in the right place? Yeah. So this is full bollocks reverb, and this is less than full bollocks reverb. Hopefully you've got a bit of reverb there, but not too much. And I think that might be a little much. Yeah, I think what I was doing was what I'd got was complicated, but essentially what I had was two signal paths going through slightly different processing at equal volumes. So what we got was a kind of comb filtering between the two. And what this does now is, instead of doing that, what I've got is I've got a turned down signal path with the reverb on, and only the reverb. There's not any of the dry signal, so it's not interfering with the dry signal from the other source, and that's the idea anyway. The only catch is I can't easily hear it at the moment. I have to watch it back and go, oh yeah, that worked, or oh no, that was terrible. And it's but I'm hoping that what you've got at the present moment is an improvement. Oh God, with reverb though. Lift up your heart, Emmanuel's friends, and taste the pleasure Jesus sends. Let nothing cause you to delay, but hasten in the good old way. For I have a sweet hope of glory in my soul. I have a sweet hope of glory in my soul, and I know I feel I have a sweet hope of glory in my soul. Though Satan may our conflicts here, though great they be, shall not prevent our victory, if we but strive and march and pray like soldiers in the good old way. For I have a sweet hope of glory in my soul. Oh, what the fuck is going on? There will be a short pause while I work out why I'm getting no sound going into that recording. I saw Corby's in Maine, and one and two the other said, oh, where shall we gan and dine the day? Where shall we gan and dine the day? I lies a new swing night. Oh, hang on. What was that? I know where lies a new night. Why is that not? Oh, God. That's rooted to that, which is rooted to that. I'm gonna kill the audio for a second. Did that fix it? Hopefully you can hear me again. I appear to be sending audio to the stream. If you can hear me, do please say something. Lift up your heart, Emmanuel's friends, and taste the pleasure Jesus sends. Let nothing cause you to delay, but hasten in the good old way. For I have a sweet hope of glory in my soul. I have a sweet hope of glory in my soul, and I know I feel I have a sweet hope of glory in my soul. Our conflicts here, though great they be, shall not prevent our victory, if we but strive and march and pray like soldiers in the good old way. For I have a sweet hope of glory in my soul. I have a sweet hope of glory in my soul, and I know I feel I have a sweet hope of glory in my soul. Though Satan may his powers employ our happiness for to destroy, yet never fear we'll gain the day by marching in the good old way. And I have a sweet hope of glory in the soul. I have a sweet hope of glory in the soul, and I know I feel I have a sweet hope of glory in my soul. Ye valiant souls for heaven contend, remember glory is at the end. Our God will wipe our tears away when we have run the good old way. For I have a sweet hope of glory in the soul. I have a sweet hope of glory in my soul, and I know I feel I have a sweet hope of glory in my soul. And far beyond this mortal shore we'll meet with those who have gone before, and shout to think we've gained the day by marching in the good old way. And I have a sweet hope of glory in the soul. I have a sweet hope of glory in the soul, and I know I feel I have a sweet hope of glory in my soul. Yes, I have a sweet hope of glory in the soul. I have a sweet hope of glory in the soul, and I know I feel I have a sweet hope of glory in my soul. Ha! Hey. I apparently muted a channel because I'm an idiot. Basically. Oh, I'm very much an idiot. I think I've fixed that now. Hold on a mo. I'm just going to do a thing. Yeah. So that turns reverb off, which I think is a good thing. And that turns it back on again. Marion can't hear. Oh, then I misunderstood what you were saying. Okay. Oh, I've just noticed a thing. Ha! There we go. If you're enjoying what I do, this link here is the place to visit and chuck some money in the hat, and it will all be gratefully received, and your name will, assuming you give your name to Ko-fi, will crawl up the screen, and I will thank you profusely. Do not feel in any way obliged to do this. This is an entirely voluntary donation, but if you enjoy it and feel like chucking some money in the hat, that would be splendid. And if you enjoy it and can't afford to chuck money in the hat, that's also splendid. And if you're not enjoying it, what the fuck are you doing here? Apart from possibly heckling. There's going to be someone heckling now, isn't there? Just cause. Next week, by the way, I'm joined by the lovely Alex Cumming, who's been a guest before, based in New England, and he is currently on a fundraiser for got a crowdfunder going for his debut solo album. I'm not up to date on the state of the fundraiser, and I don't have the URL for you because I'm a very bad friend to Alex. But yes, he will be my guest next week. And the week after that, I'm joined by Helen Edwards, who is a fine comedian, ballad singer, and occasional regular. Occasional regular, does that make sense? Often in chat. She's not as regular as someone like Marion, but still. So that's the plan coming up. And then possibly in late August, I'm hoping to get Talis Kimberley, she's not got anything free until after the 12th of August, and I need to talk to a few more people, and I've also got a big name folkie lined up, but we've not yet nailed a date down, so I'm not going to name them until such time as that's happened. But you're welcome to guess in the chat, and I might even tell you whether you're right or not. But I will tell you for free. It's sadly not Eliza Carthy. Oh, just trying to... Oh, I've not sung this on stream. I don't think I've sung this on stream for an age. Of course, I have a terrible memory, so maybe I have. Child of the library, it made me who I am. It taught me about freedom and the fellowship of man. A sea of story waits for you behind the library door. Don't say we can't afford it anymore. The library's where I've made some friends I've known my whole life through. The Walkers and the Blacketts and the Pevens is so true. Simp the Canine, Cannonball, Galadriel the Fair, the daughter of a pirate king, and Paddington the bear. I'm a child of the library, it made me who I am. It taught me about freedom and the fellowship of man. A sea of story waits for you behind the library door. Don't say we can't afford it anymore. I've travelled south with Shackleton and all his gallant crew, and through the African interior that Mary Kingsley knew. I rode the trackless prairie where bison used to roam. I've flown around the universe, not half an hour from home. I'm a child of the library, it made me who I am. It taught me about freedom and the fellowship of man. A sea of story waits for you behind the library door. Don't say we can't afford it anymore. And as I grew, the library fed my curiosity, all there for the asking and all of it for free. It's there I found stories I couldn't find at home. It's there I learned the magic of the interlibrary loan. I'm a child of the library, it made me who I am. It taught me about freedom and the fellowship of man. A sea of story waits for you behind the library door. Don't say we can't afford it anymore. So make friends with your library, don't let it fade away. Teach the kids the library's where they go on Saturdays. Don't let the bastards tell you they will cost too much to save while they're shoveling your taxes down the hole the Tories made. I'm a child of the library, it made me who I am. It taught me about freedom and the fellowship of man. A sea of story waits for you behind the library door. Don't say we can't afford it anymore. So make a stand for the library. Stand up while you can. Stand up for your freedom. Stand for your fellow man. Ignorance is never bliss. Don't close the library door, for the library lost is lost forevermore. I'm a child of the library. It made me who I am. It taught me about freedom and the fellowship of man. A sea of story waits for you behind the library door. Don't say we can't afford it anymore. I'm a child of the library, it made me who I am. It taught me about freedom and the fellowship of man. A sea of story waits for you behind the library door. Don't say we can't afford it anymore. For a library lost is lost forevermore. Yeah, that one comes and goes. It's usually, as sort of published, it's there I learned I was myself and not my father's clone. But I quite like the interlibrary loan one because it just scans so awfully. it's too many syllables. I mean, it's the right number of syllables for the thing. It's almost like comic verse amount of syllables. It just yeah. In a word, I find it quite comic in that regard, and it's nice to sing it. So, ooh. What have I found here? Oh. What have I got? I could open it at random and see what I get. Oh, so much good stuff in here. My Lord, he done just what he said. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. He healed the sick and he raised the dead. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. Oh, let it shine on, let it shine on. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. Oh, let it shine on, let it shine on. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. Paul and Cyrus bound in jail. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. There ain't nobody gonna go there bail. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. Oh, let it shine, oh, let it shine. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. Oh, let it shine, let it shine on. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. I know I got religion and I ain't ashamed. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. The angels in heaven gonna know my name. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. Oh, let it shine on, oh, let it shine on. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. Oh, let it shine on, oh, let it shine on. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. God gave no other rainbow sign. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. No more water fire next time. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. Oh, let it shine on, oh, let it shine on. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. Oh, let it shine on, oh, let it shine on. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. One of these days, about 6 o'clock, let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. The whole wide world's gonna reel and rock. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. Oh, let it shine on, oh, let it shine on. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. Oh, let it shine on, oh, let it shine on. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. Oh, let it shine on, oh, let it shine on. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. Oh, let it shine on, oh, let it shine on. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. Let's see if anything else inspires me in here. So many great songs that I don't quite know. I suppose that's the point of these, isn't it? Thank you very much, Marion. You're very kind. Anna's Nina sits and sings, and she sings by Lily Way. Little Ken I, my Ben's father, although far less the land that he lies in. Then he stepped into Bedford, and a grimly guised, I'm sure was he, saying, here am I, thy Ben's father. And, oh, damn, I'm going to have to properly learn that. Last summer I went swimming, last summer I might have drowned, but I held my nose, kicked my feet and moved my arms around. I moved my arms around. Last summer I swam in a public place in a reservoir to boot. At the latter I was informal, at the former I wore my suit. I wore my swimming suit. Last summer I went swimming, last summer I might have drowned, but I held my nose, kicked my feet and moved my arms around. I moved my arms around. Last summer I swam in the ocean and I swam in a swimming pool. Salt my wounds, chlorine in my eyes. I'm a self-destructive fool, a self-destructive fool. Last summer I went swimming, last summer I might have drowned, but I held my nose, kicked my feet and moved my arms around. I moved my arms around. Last summer I did the swan dives and jackknives for you all, and once when you weren't looking, I did a cannonball. I did a cannonball. Last summer I went swimming, last summer I might have drowned, but I held my nose, kicked my feet and moved my arms around. I moved my arms around. Last summer I did the backstroke, you know that's not all. I did the breaststroke, the butterfly, the old Australian crawl, the old Australian crawl. Last summer I went swimming, last summer I might have drowned, but I held my breath, kicked my feet, I moved my arms around. I moved my arms around. Last summer I went swimming, last summer I might have drowned, but I held my breath, kicked my feet, I moved my arms around. I moved my arms around. I need to properly get the timing of that sorted out, but hey, it's fun. The breaststroke and the butterfly and the old Australian. Thank you very much, anonymous donor. You're very kind. See, this is sparking songs, I know, which is always the best thing about these. When you look through a big list like this, it's gonna. Remember the year my granddaddy died, gonna rise again. They dug his grave on the mountainside, gonna rise again. I was too young to understand the way he felt about the land, but you can read his history in his hand, gonna rise again. It's corn in the crib and apples in the bin, gonna rise again. Ham in the smokehouse and cotton in the gin, gonna rise again. Cows in the barn, hogs in the lot, you know he never had a lot, but he worked like the devil for the little that he got, gonna rise again. These apple trees on the mountainside, gonna rise again. He planted the seed before he died, gonna rise again. I guess he knew he'd never see red fruit hanging from the tree, but he planted those seeds for his children and me gone, gonna rise again. High on the ridge above the farm, gone, gonna rise again. I think of my people that have gone on, gone, gonna rise again. Like a tree that grows in the mountain ground, the storms of life have cut 'em down, but the new wood springs from the roots underground. Gone, gonna rise again, gone, gonna rise again. Psychon, Gonna Rise Again. What a hell of a song. Oh, I'm going to have to do this. Too old to wrangle or ride on the swing. You beat the triangle and you curse everything. If that was a kingdom, then you'd be the king. On the goodnight trail, on the loving trail. Your old woman's lonesome tonight. Your French harp blows like a lone bowling calf. It's a wonder the wind don't tear off your skin. Get in there and blow out the light. With your snake oil and herbs and your liniments too. You can do anything that a doctor can do, except find a cure for your own goddamn stew. On the good night trail, on the good night trail. Your old woman's lone. Except find a cure for your old goddamn stew. On the good night trail, on the loving trail. Your old woman's lonesome tonight. Your French harp blows like an old bowling calf. It's a wonder the wind don't tear off your skin. Get in there and blow out the light. The coke fire's gone out and the coffee's all gone. The boys are all up there and rising a song. Dawn, you're still sitting there lost in a song. On the good night trail, on the loving trail. The old woman's lonesome tonight. The old woman's lonesome tonight. Your French harp blows like an old bowling calf. It's a wonder the wind don't tear off your skin. Get in there and blow out the lights. I know that someday I'll be just the same, wearing an apron instead of a name. There's nothing can change it, and there's no one to blame, for the deserts of book-ridden lizards and sage. It's easy to look like an old torn-out page, faded and cracked with the colours of age. On the good night trail, on the loving trail. The old woman's lonesome tonight. Your French harp blows like an old bowling calf. It's a wonder the wind don't tear off your skin. Get in there and blow out the lights. Get in there and blow out the light. Apparently there really is a goodnight loving trail, and I think that inspired Bruce Phillips, who wrote it. Isn't that a fantastic song? Even if I did wreck it. Don't sing love songs, you'll She's sleeping here down by my side. In her right hand is a silver dagger. She says that I can be your bride. All men are false, so says my mother. They'll tell you wicked killing lies. Straightway they'll go and court another and leave you here to mourn and sigh. My daddy is a handsome devil. He wears a chain 5 miles long. At every link a heart does dangle of another girl he's loved and wronged. So go and court some other maiden in hopes that she will be your wife. For I've been warned and I've decided to sleep alone all of my life. Don't sing love songs, you wake my mother. Oh wow, is it good, Solomon? She went down last October in a poor... Let's do that. She went down last October in a pouring driving rain. The skipper he'd been drinking and the mate he felt no pain. Too close to 3 Mile Rock and she was dealt a mortal blow. And the Mary Ellen Carter settled low. There was just as 5 aboard her when she finally was awash. We worked like hell to save her, all heedless of the cost. And the groan she gave as she went down, it caused us to proclaim that the Mary Ellen Carter'd rise again, rise again, rise again, that her name not be lost to the knowledge of men, and those who loved her best and who were with her to the end will make the Mary Ellen Carter rise again. Well, the owners wrote her off, not a nickel would they spend. She gave 20 years of service, boys, and met a sorry end. But insurance paid the loss to us, so let her rest below. And they laughed at us and said we had to go. But we talked of her all winter, some days around the clock, for she's worth $250,000 floating at the dock. And with every jar that hit the bar, we swore we would remain and make the Mary Ellen Carter rise again, rise again, rise again, that her name not be lost to the knowledge of men, and those who loved her best and who were with her to the end will make the Mary Ellen Carter rise again. Well, all spring now we've been with her on a barge lent by a friend, 3 dives a day in a hard hat suit and twice I've had the bends. Thank God it's only 60 feet and the currents here is slow, or I'd never have the strength to go below. But we've patched her rents, stopped her vents, dogged hatch and portal down. Rise again, But we've stopped her ends, patched her vents, dogged hatch and porthole down, put cables to her fore and aft and girded her around. Tomorrow noon we hit the air and then take up the strain and make the Mary Ellen Carter rise again, rise again, rise again. That her name not be lost to the knowledge of men, and those who loved her best and knew her with her to the end will make the Mary Ellen Carter rise again. For we couldn't leave her there, you see, to crumble into scale. She saved our lives so many times, living through the gale, and the laughing drunken rats who left her to a sorry grave, they won't be laughing in another day. And you to whom adversity has dealt the final blow, with smiling bastards lying to you everywhere you go, turn to and put out all your strength of arm and heart and brain, and like the Mary Ellen Carter rise again, rise again, rise again. Though your heart it be broken and life about to end, no matter what you've lost, be it a home, a lover, friend, like the Mary Ellen Carter rise again, rise again, rise again. That her name not be lost to the knowledge of men, and those who loved her best and knew her with her to the end will make the Mary Ellen Carter rise again. Oh dear, sorry about the cock up in the middle. Sometimes I shouldn't be allowed out. Let's see if I can do this on the fly. It was homeward bound one night on the deep, swinging in my hammock I fell asleep. I dreamed a dream and I thought it true, concerning Franklin and his gallant crew. With 100 seamen he sailed away to the frozen ocean in the month of May, to seek a passage around the pole, where we poor seamen do sometime go. Through cruel hardships his men they strove, their ship on mountains of ice was drove, where the Eskimo in his skin canoe was the only one who ever came through. In Baffin's Bay, where the whalefish blow, the fate of Franklin no man may know. The fate of Franklin no tongue can tell. Lord Franklin along with his sailors do dwell. And now my burden it gives me pain, for my long lost Franklin I'd cross the main. £10,000 would I freely give to say on earth that my Franklin do live. Jesus, 40 years. Crikey. Wow. It doesn't seem, yeah. Right. I remember the chorus of this. Let's see if I remember the tune of the verse. Because if I've sung that... Oh, for just one time. I would take the Northwest Passage to find the hand of Franklin, reaching for the Beaufort Sea, tracing one warm line through a land so wide and savage, and make a Northwest Passage to the sea. Westward from the Davis Strait, 'tis there 'twas said to lie, the sea route to the Orient for which so many died, seeking gold and glory, leaving weathered, broken bones. I've completely lost this tune. First one time I would take the Northwest Passage to find the hand of Franklin, reaching for the Beaufort Sea, tracing one warm line through a land so wide and savage, and make a Northwest Passage to the sea. I'll learn that properly. I'm not gonna ruin it any further than that. That was not good. That was kind of rude to it. So I'm gonna, yeah. Got the words. Yeah, lost the tune. Deep blue sea, honey. Deep. No, not gonna. I need to again practice. So many excellent songs in here that I don't necessarily know. Oh, the pirates in their fetid galleons, daggers in their skivvies. No, I don't remember it well enough. No, not doing that, but I'll remind myself to do it. Who'll be the lady, who will be the lord? Oh, when we are ruled by the love of one another, who'll be the lady, who will be the lord? In the light that is coming in the morning, sing John Ball and tell it to them all. Long live the day that is dawning, for I'll crow like a cock, I'll carol like a lark, in the light that is coming in the morning. morning. Eve is the lady, Adam is the Lord. When we are ruled by the love of one another, Eve is the lady, Adam is the Lord. In the light that is coming in the morning, sing John Ball and tell it to them all. Long live the day that is dawning, for I'll crow like a cock, I'll carol like a lark. In the light that is coming in the morning, all shall be ruled by fellowship, I say. All shall be ruled by the love of one another. All shall be ruled by fellowship, I say. In the light that is coming in the morning, sing John Ball and tell it to them all. Long live the day that is dawning, for I'll crow like a cock, I'll carol like a lark. In the light that is coming in the morning, labour and spin for fellowship, I say. Labour and spin for the love of one another. Labour and spin for fellowship, I say. In the light that is coming in the morning, sing John Ball and tell it to them all. Long live the day that is dawning, for I'll crow like a cock, I'll carol like a lark. In the light that is coming in the morning, sing John Ball and tell it to them all. Long live the day that is dawning, for I'll crow like a cock, I'll carol like a lark. In the light that is coming in the morning, in the light that is coming in the morning. It does. It's an absolute earworm, isn't it? Yeah. What wondrous love is this, oh my soul, oh my soul. What wondrous love is this, oh my soul. What wondrous love is this that caused the Lord of bliss to bear the dreadful curse for my soul, to bear the dreadful curse for my soul. When I was sinking down, sinking down, sinking down. When I was sinking down, sinking down. When I was sinking down beneath God's righteous frown, Christ laid aside his crown for my soul, for my soul. Christ laid aside his crown for my soul. To God and to the Lamb I will sing, I will sing. To God and to the Lamb I will sing. To God and to the Lamb, who is the great I am, while millions join the theme, I will sing, I will sing. While millions join the theme, I will sing. And when from death I'm free, I'll sing on, I'll sing on. And when from death I'm free, I'll sing on. And when from death I'm free, I'll sing and joyful be throughout eternity. I will sing, I will sing. Throughout eternity, I'll sing on. Ha ha ha! Love, what a great, great banger of a song that one is. There are some absolutely fabulous hymns. Why should God have all the best tunes? Hail the day so long expected, hail the day here on full release. Zion's walls are now erected, and a watchman publish peace. Through our Shiloh's wide dominion, hear the trumpet loudly roar. Babylon is fallen, is fallen, is fallen. Babylon is fallen to rise no more. Babylon is fallen, is fallen, is fallen. Babylon is fallen to rise no more. All the merchants stand in wonder. What is this that comes to pass? Murmuring like the distant thunder, crying, oh, alas, alas. Swell the sound, ye kings and nobles, priests and people, rich and poor. Babylon is fallen, is fallen, is fallen. Babylon is fallen to rise no more. Babylon is fallen, is fallen, is fallen. Babylon is fallen to rise no more. Blow the trumpet in Mount Zion, Christ is come a second time, ruling with a rod of iron all who now as foes combine. Babel's garments we've rejected, and our fellowship is o'er. Babylon is fallen, is fallen, is fallen. Babylon is fallen to rise no more. Babylon is fallen, is fallen, is fallen. Babylon is fallen to rise no more. Babylon is fallen, is fallen, is fallen. Babylon is fallen to rise no more. Babylon is fallen, is fallen, is fallen. Babylon is fallen to rise no more. Not quite sure I've got the verse tune there solid, but it's still fun. Ooh. He did, absolutely. Absolutely, it's nice to nick him back. No, I'm going to put this away. Stop reading and start singing stuff I actually know. But yeah, this is a banger of a book. So many great songs in here. But it's a kind of fake book, so if you don't know the songs, it's not much use. It gives you the chords, but you don't know the tune. If you don't know the tune, you don't know the tune, and you're kind of doomed. But it's still pretty ace. What was I going to sing that was coming off that? Oh, the rain, it rains all day long. Bold Riley, oh, bold Riley. And them northern winds, they blow so strong. Bold Riley, oh, has gone away. Goodbye, my sweetheart. Goodbye, my dear, oh. Bold Riley, oh, bold Riley. Goodbye, my darling. Goodbye, my dear, oh. Bold Riley, oh, has gone away. Oh, we're outward bound for the Bengal Bay. Bold Riley, oh, bold Riley. Get bending, me lads, 'tis a hell of a way. Bold Riley, oh, has gone away. Goodbye, my sweetheart. Goodbye, my dear, oh. Bold Riley, oh, bold Riley. Goodbye, my darling. Goodbye, my dear, oh. Bold Riley, oh, has gone away. Oh, anchor's weighed and the sails are all set. Bold Riley, oh bold Riley, and them Liverpool girls will not forget. Bold Riley, oh, has gone away. Goodbye, my sweetheart. Goodbye, my dear, oh. Bold Riley, oh, bold Riley. Goodbye, my darling. Goodbye, my dear, oh. Bold Riley, oh, has gone away. Oh, cheer up, Mary, don't look glum. Bold Riley, oh, bold Riley, come White Stocking Day, you'll be drinking rum. Bold Riley, oh, has gone away. Goodbye, my sweetheart. Goodbye, my dear, oh. Bold Riley, oh, bold Riley. Goodbye, my darling. Goodbye, my dear, oh. Bold Riley, oh, has gone away. Oh, the rain, it rains all day long. Bold Riley, oh, bold Riley, and them northern winds, they blow so strong. Bold Riley, oh, has gone away. Goodbye, my sweetheart. Goodbye, my dear, oh. Bold Riley, oh, bold Riley. Goodbye, my darling. Goodbye, my dear, oh. Bold Riley, oh, has gone away. Goodbye, my sweetheart. Goodbye, my dear, oh. Bold Riley, oh, bold Riley. Goodbye, my darling. Goodbye, my dear, oh. Bold Riley, oh, has gone away. Bold Riley, oh, has gone away. Yes. Oh, the rain, it raineth on the just, and also on the unjust fella, but it chiefly rains upon the just, for the unjust have the just umbrella. See, scans. Oh yeah. What to sing? What to sing? Songs. Songs. I should sing songs. That's generally the best idea. I'm glad to make you happy, JT. Don't know where that's going. I must set this looper up so it's set up for improvisational stuff, and it's not at the moment. Lord Nelson knew the perfect way to cure your mal de mer, and if you pay attention, his secret I will share. To any seasick sailor, he'd give this advice for free: if you're feeling seasick, sit underneath a tree. So I'm marching inland from the shore. Over me shoulder I'm carrying an oar. When someone asks me what is that funny thing you've got, then I know I'll never go to sea no more, no more. Then I know I'll never go to sea no more. Columbus, he set sail to find out if the world was round. He kept on sailing to the west until he ran aground. He thought he'd found the Indies, but he'd found the USA. I know some navigators who can still do that today. And I'm marching inland from the shore. Over me shoulder I'm carrying an oar. When someone asks me what is that funny thing you've got, then I know I'll never go to sea no more, no more. Then I know I'll never go to sea no more. Drake is in his hammock and 1,000 miles away. Grenville's revenge is at the bottom of the bay. Many's the seasick sailor never came home from the sea. Just take my advice, Jack, come and follow me. So marching inland from the shore. Over me shoulder I'm carrying marching in. Let's So I'm marching inland from the shore. Over me shoulder I'm carrying marching inland. Screwed that up. Many's the seasick sailor never came home from the sea. Just take my advice, Jack, come and follow me. So I'm marching inland from the shore. Over me shoulder I'm carrying an oar. When someone asks me what is that funny thing you've got, then I know I'll never go to sea no more, no more. Then I know I'll never go to sea no more. So sailor, take a warning from these men of high renown. When you leave the ocean and it's time to settle down, never cast your anchor less than 90 miles from shore. There'll always be temptation to be off to sea once more. So I'm marching inland from the shore. Over me shoulder I'm carrying an oar. When someone asks me what is that funny thing you've got, then I know I'll never go to sea no more, no more. Then I know I'll never go to sea no more. Yes, I'm marching inland from the shore. Over me shoulder I'm carrying an oar. When someone asks me what is that funny thing you've got, then I know I'll never go to sea no more, no more. Then I know I'll never go to sea no more. Pay no attention to the dodgy looping there. Thank you very much, Edwin. That's very kind. I didn't think he played the game. He didn't like the odds. We used to laugh and take the piss of all those jammy sods who would win and say the money wouldn't change them. He's only bought a lucky dip. He's only bloody won. And 18 million quid these days will buy a lot of fun. And he tells the press the money will not change him. And he's bought himself a yacht, he's always wanted one of those. A Lamborghini and a wardrobe full of fancy clothes. And he smiles and says the money hasn't changed him. And he sometimes comes to folk clubs with a custom-made guitar. But all that he can play is Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. So in that respect, the money hasn't changed him. And he's traded up his girlfriend for a model all tits and smile. She's a mercenary beauty, and she drags him up the aisle, and she tells him that the money hasn't changed him. And I haven't seen him for a year. Maybe it's been 2. He doesn't live round here these days. He never passes through. But I'm sure he thinks The money hasn't changed him. There you go, Small Change, named by Marion. Thank you, JT Stroke Edwin. You're very kind. That was another of my songs for people who didn't know. Don't have many, but I'm quite proud of the ones I do. Bound together through the land, keep the spirit, keep the way. Brother, sister, make a stand. Unity will win the day. Raise your banners high, strength to strength and line by line. Unity must never die. Raise your banners high. Those who stand in face of strife, those who stand for liberty, fight to win a better life, fight to keep the future free. Raise your banners high, strength to strength and line by line. Unity must never die. Raise your banners high. Though the struggle brings us pain, though the struggle brings us tears, ours will be the final gain. We will hear those victory cheers. Raise your banners high, strength to strength and line by line. Unity must never die. Raise your banners high. Raise your banners high, strength to strength and line by line. Unity must never die. Raise your banners high. Raise Your Banners by the great John Tams. One for the good people at the Writers Guild and SAG-AFTRA. Standing against the comically villainous Hollywood types. Heel your ho, boys, let her go, boys, bring her head round into the weather. Heel your ho, boys, let her go, boys, sailing homeward to Mingalay. What care we, boys, how white the minches? What care we, boys, the wind and weather? When we know that every inch is closer homeward to Mingalay. Heel your ho, boys, let her go, boys, bring her head round into the weather. Heel your ho, boys, let her go, boys, sailing homeward to Mingalay. Wives are waiting by the pier head, gazing seaward from the heather. Bring her head round and we'll anchor sets on Mingley. Heel yo, boys, let her go, boys. Bring her head around into the weather. Heel yo, boys, let her go, boys. Sailing homeward to Mingley. Heel yo, boys, let her go, boys. Bring her head round into the weather. Heel yo, boys, let her go, boys. Sailing homeward to Mingley. Sailing homeward to Mingley. Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. It's a great shame, but it's an important one to win. Because, you know, these fuckers actually think that AI is going to work. And if they do attempt to do that, what they're going to do is they're going to completely tank their industry, because AI is not going to work. It's not AI. It's fucking autocomplete with a budget, with a marketing budget. And the trouble is, it's going to take a couple of generations for them to discover that they've completely tanked their industry, during which time we're going to lose a fuck ton of the craft skills that that are necessary to make great movies and great art. And we're also going to lose, you know, as a streamer, we're going to lose the companies that make the stuff that I use, the cameras and stuff like that, because the people that are keeping the likes of Nikon and Red and Blackmagic and people like that alive are the big Hollywood studios, spending big money on that gear in fairly large quantities. And the kind of budgets that streamers like me have got, and lots of low-tier streamers, that stuff's incredibly cheap because they get to do the volume with Hollywood. And it just, yeah. Yeah, they'll learn, but, you know, it's that thing about they'll learn too late, and the damage will have been massively done before they've learned the fucking lesson. So it's really, really important that this, you know, as a fan, it's really fucking important that that this fight gets won, because you can't let the tits in the office run the thing and think that they can do it. Yeah, I'm mostly just wrong, you know, just fucking hell. Just trying to think. Miner's life is like a sailor's board a ship to cross the wave. Every day his life's in danger, still he ventures being brave. Watch the rocks, they're falling daily. Careless miners always fail. Keep your hand upon your wages and your eye upon the scale. Union miners, stand together. Do not hear the owner's tale. Keep your hand upon your wages and your eye upon the scale. You've been locked and docked again, lads. You've been loading 2 for 1. What have you to show for working since your mining days are at dawn, but worn-out boots and worn-out miners, lungs of stone and children pale. Keep your hand upon your wages and your eye upon the scale. Union miners, stand together. Do not hear the owner's tale. Keep your hand upon your wages and your eye upon the scale. In conclusion, bear in memory, keep this password in your mind. God provides for every worker when in union we combine. So stand up tall and stand together. Unity, for we'll prevail. Keep your hand upon your wages and your eye upon the scale. Union miners, stand together. Do not hear the owner's tale. Keep your hand upon your wages and your eye upon the scale. Union miners, stand together. Do not hear the owner's tale. Keep your hand upon your wages and your eye upon the scale. Keep your hand upon your wages and your eye upon the scale. Vicky Fielden wrote a brilliant version of that about the junior doctor strike, which of course is coming round again. So just, yeah, do not heed the Daily Mail. It's called NHS is Not for Sale, and it's an absolute banger. And I need to get Vicky back on this, and that would be good. Oi. Yeah, that sounds about right. Sounds about right, Edwin. Heard the news, sad news today, speaking of Filk, about the death of Bill Labenheimer. And we are currently, with Emily, working on a version of his Tonkin Island Rillier. So it's a real great shame. We'll never be able to sing it for him, but so sorry, yeah, sad loss. But yes, I don't think I'd ever heard him sing. I don't think I've met him. I probably would if he showed me a photograph, but I'm terrible at names. But it's always a sad loss, isn't it? And so thoughts are with his friends and family, and I hope they, yeah. Right, Solomon, I think I'm winding up as well. So let's just do the thing. I will remind you of this link here. If you've enjoyed what I've done, feel free to chuck some money in the hat. If you are watching this live, or if you're watching this on catch-up, the link continues to work for 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. So, and any donations will be gratefully received. Next week, I am joined by the lovely, very talented Alex Cummings, who will be joining me over Zoom from New England. The week after that, I am joined by Helen Edwards. And then 2 weeks after that, I will be joined by the very lovely Emily Eastwood. Well, I think we're down for the 18th, I think it is. Let me just check. Boom, 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 boom. 18th looks very plausible. Yeah, Emily's coming on the 18th. And hopefully Talis will be coming sometime after that. And the person who is not Kate Rusby or Eliza Carthy will be sometime in September, I hope. So yeah, I'm going to close with this. I've just got to decide what this is. Soon tomorrow's sun will rise and dawn will paint the sky. There's time for just one parting song before we say goodbye. So sing together one and all and raise a glass of wine. Here's hoping we shall meet again along the road of time. We've shared our stories, yours and mine. We've shared our hopes and fears in memories of days gone by. We both rolled back the years. So sing together one and all and raise a glass of wine. Here's hoping we shall meet again along the road of time. Sing together. The ever-turning fateful wheel must cause our ways to part, and bring in untold mysteries. Another day will start. So sing together one and all and raise a glass of wine. Here's hoping we shall meet again along the road of time. For from endings come beginnings, from the old springs the new. With hope for tomorrow, we'll see our parting through, and we'll sing together one and all, and raise a glass of wine. Here's hoping we shall meet again along the road of time. Yes, we'll sing together one and all, and raise a glass of wine. Here's hoping we shall meet again along the road of time. Here's hoping we shall meet again along the road of time. Thank you all so much for coming out and listening. It's been an absolute pleasure singing for you. Good night. Sleep well.